Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. It's officially the last day of summer, September 21st, 2021. It's VI Life with Kelly. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at VI Life with Kelly. I am getting ready to do a video on what my mornings are like with Bay, my husband. So if you're interested in hearing about our morning routine, then keep watching. Guys, so this dress is by Bella Blossom Boutique, in case you're wondering. It's a size small, and it's on IG at Bella Blossom Styles. I'm not sure if they still have it available. Let me turn to the side. It's one of those mini dresses, but it really does go and stays. It doesn't hike up, so it stays, about a couple inches above the knee. I just did a little conditioning to my hair, so I have this towel because I don't want, if the ponytail falls down, it'll definitely hit the back, the top of my back and everything, my neck, and I don't want that on me. So anyway, guys, FYI, if you have been shopping at Victoria's Secret and you have those $20 gift cards, they expire tomorrow. So definitely you want to use them today because they're done with tomorrow. Also, they emailed me an additional one. It's the $20 off $60. It's like you got it when you purchased something. Previously, you would get them for every $50 I think you spent. Then you got a $20 off $60 gift card. So if you have those, they are done with tomorrow, as in Wednesday, as in the first day of fall, as in September 22nd. They are over with. So definitely use them. I'm heading to Victoria's Secret in a little while. Kohl's is having 15% off plus Kohl's Cash sale, and these sales are online as well. You could do a phone order with Victoria's Secret if you can't make it there. So definitely check that out, guys. I'm still getting myself together. I'm gonna go on and make my bed up with you guys real quick. Hold on. Last video, I was talking to you guys about my $2 million shopping spree. Hold on. I'm trying to find my face cream. Oh, here it is. Last video, I was talking to you guys about my $2 million shopping spree. And basically, I was like breaking down every single thing I wanted. And then I was talking about a business idea. I've always wanted to start this taco bar on the beach. And I told you guys I was going to share with you my idea on my real estate bar. Okay, great. So this is the chit chat portion. I'm probably going to be talking for the next 20 minutes. So if you wanted to skip ahead and find out about my morning routine with Bay, you could. Okay. All right, guys. So basically, I was going to tell you guys about this real estate bar idea that I have. But before that, I wanted to tell you guys I forgot one thing on my list that I'm getting. That's on my $2 million shopping spree, and that was the book by Naomi Campbell. It's a portfolio of hers. So basically, she came out with this book about, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe, I don't know. And it's a published book of all her work since she was like 13 or something like that. And there's only like so many prints of the larger copy that's like huge. It's designed to put it on the wall as like a painting. So who knows, it could be a 36 by 36, but you can open it up and then there's the book that might be like a 16 by 20 or 11 by 14, and it has all her work in it. Anyway, at the time when she released it, I think it was like $2,000. I don't know what the value of it is today, but I want it. And so that is definitely on my $2 million shopping spree to-do list, okay? All right, guys, so if you want to know what I just put on my face, I just put on the Chanel Hydra Moisture Cream. I really been enjoying this. I did a video on it on my skincare routine, and I shared with you guys the price point and everything. So if you're interested in it, definitely pick it up because I really like it. If you're a person that needs more like a water-based product, but a water-based product that's on the cream side, not the fluid side, like you don't want it to be like a Cetaphil consistency, you actually want it to be a thick consistency, this is it. There's like, this is not an oil base, so it's not sticky, you know, like something that a person that has see, I only use oil-based products in the winter when I'll put this moisture on, gel on first, this moisture cream on first. Or if it's a gel like the Mary Kay, they used to have this day solution and night solution. And the night solution was like this perfect gel that kind of came off like the consistency of aloe vera. I would put that on first, then put my Hydra Moisture cream on. And then when I woke up in the morning, I would go for the oil. That's how I work, like layers, because anything else is not gonna work. If I put an oil on my face, it's not gonna penetrate. It's not going to do anything but lay on there and look forward to me washing it off when I take my bath. I actually push my moisturizer face cream into my hairline. I actually put it behind my ears, so I follow my entire hairline when I put my moisturizer on. When I take my bath, I moisturize my entire body when I get out with oils and creams and lotions. And I really use like 3 different products at least. I have a body butter that I use for my feet. And definitely check out my body care routine video. It'll show you like the products. It'll tell you like how much they are, where I get them from, and all that stuff like that. But just really letting you guys know. That's what I'm doing. I just put a little leave-in conditioner in my hair. And I haven't finished styling because I'm getting ready to work out. I'm gonna do the stair stepper. And so after I work out, then I'll take a shower again, because I did like a pre-wash. I jumped in the shower to get started with my hair, and then came on to do this video, and then I'm gonna work out, and then go take an actual bath, and then finish doing my hair, and then I'll be ready to go for the day. So that's what's going on. Okay guys, so that was something. So here we go. Let me tell you guys about this real estate bar that I want to create. So the real estate bar is a venue where you really have a bar in the center. You come in to the location, and there's open spaces. So it's like, imagine a building that has open spaces, so you could see outside. So the entire place, you can see the beach and the ocean. You can see pools, you can see fountains. So anywhere that you're sitting, you have an outdoor look, okay? You can an outdoor view, excuse me. And then if you go upstairs, you have a city view. It's absolutely gorgeous, okay? So it's the perfect location where everywhere, anywhere you sit in the building is amazing view. It's a great conversation. It's a great vibe, and it's private. Like every seating space, you cannot hear the next person's conversation. They can't hear yours. We have an architecture that we have the perfect insulation where every seating is private and exclusive to you. It's almost like VIP, but better than VIP because it's not like people can truly see you like, oh, that's such and such, oh, that's such and such. No. You actually have someone assigned to you, not like a waitress, but more so like a concierge. And so they grab you from the point you get to the door all the way till they take you to your section. They know who your guests are. They bring your guests to you. So there's very minimal interaction with anyone outside of your goal. Now, if some of y'all are saying, well, it's a bar, you know, I might want to mix and mingle. We have that opportunity as well because remember I said there's an actual bar in the center of this venue, 2-story building. Now, hold on. Hold on. Okay, guys. I hate that that just happened, but sometimes I just get like a dry throat, and there's just nothing I can do about it. I almost want to start this video over because I don't like coughing on a video. It's like gross. But anyway, let me see. Let me see if I can get it together. This might be an actual video that gets edited for once. I may actually have a video that gets edited because I don't want the part where I'm coughing in here. So, anyway, Ricola. Okay, guys. So, remember I said there was an actual bar in the center of the venue. Now, I'm not appreciating this. Let's see here. Okay. Remember that I said, let me drink a little bit more water. You guys. If you're looking at my bed, don't look at it. I'm gonna be making it up with you guys in a second. I've been washing clothes. Matter of fact, let me just start. I really and truly kind of been on, I'm not gonna make my bed because I'm getting new linen, new bedding. And I feel like if I make the bed with my current bedding, I will not, that'll make me even more, like, take too long to, because I've been trying to get this done for 3 weeks now. It's almost 3 weeks that I've been telling you guys I'm gonna do my fall decoration. See, you guys, you see how my ponytail is coming down and now it's touching the top of my back? So, let me put all my pillows here. I'm waiting until my throat clears up before I start talking to you guys again because I don't like watching videos when people are coughing, they're sick, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they start burping, and I have videos where I've accidentally belched or I've accidentally started yawning, you know, and all that stuff. But I really pride myself on not having those type of distractions. It's just unattractive. So let me see. It's really unattractive. Where you sit up here and be clearing your throat and all that extra. I don't like it, guys. So this is my previous bedding, and I want to just go on and get new bedding today. So I'm gonna wash my mattress pad and make it happen. It's happening today. That's just what it is. Bottom line, it's happening. So yeah. Oh my gosh, let me tell my. This is the card I was telling you guys about earlier. This is the card, the Victoria's Secret. I don't know if this is upside down or not, but it's good through September 9th, and it ends on the 22nd, which is tomorrow. I wonder, can y'all see that? Which is tomorrow. Hopefully it's coming in good for y'all. I don't know which way is upside down, but there it is. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, see, that's that stuff. Okay. So, anyway, back to the story. So, speech on. Face near left. Selfie zoom. Zoom in. Up. Stop recording video. Face center. Face center. Speech off. So, basically, I wonder could y'all even see. I think y'all can see my dress. Okay, basically, if you guys are wondering from the other video, let me say this too. I told you guys that I had wanted this 10-carat diamond panther link necklace out of Bloomingdale's. This is a panther link. This right here is a panther link. It's my absolute favorite. And this is in sterling silver. It's by Gianni Bernini. It comes out of Macy's. And that's what this is, a panther link. Just in case. And this I've had these in yellow gold. I used to just only buy them in yellow gold. I had them with diamonds. I had them like this with the 3-row. I had the 5-row. I've had every kind of panther link I get my hands on it. It's mine. Right now I'm looking for the bracelet, and I had found a tricolor one. It was like yellow, white, and rose gold. But when I went back for it, it was gone. Anyway, guys, so the real estate bar, like I was telling you, has 3 stories to it, but it doesn't look like it has 3 stories, but it does. And on the first floor, when you walk in, you have your personal concierge that's assigned to you and your group. The entire middle first floor is the bar. And it's set up where you can sit there and eat and not be bothered, because it's not stacked up chairs next to you. Also, you can pick, like, you have a screen, so each section has a screen around the bar. You guys, this is how dope the bar is. Each section, so your section at the bar is large enough for you to have 1 extra person with you at the bar. You could comfortably sit there and eat or have drinks if you want it. And it's enough space where it's not like you and your neighbors are all, you know, congregating if you don't want to, okay? Then each section around the bar has their own screen. So if all of you guys want to watch the same game, you could. or if you was watching something else, you could, okay? And the way the sound is set up is like you guys have your own personal speakers within your section, so you hear what you're hearing. Everybody's screen might look different, but you hear whatever you're hearing. So if they're watching the Bulls and they're watching the Cowboys and they're watching Cincinnati, who cares? You all could visually, maybe, it just depends on where you're sitting. You're really not going to be able to look at people's screens. Another thing that's dope about the bar, if you wanted to connect your device because you wanted to talk to this person about whatever, a business idea, I don't know, you could connect your device and use the screen like a monitor, share with them. You could go online, whatever you want to do with your monitor is up to you and your guests. Even if you wanted to sit up there and work, you could work at the bar. Nobody's bothering you. You're in your own section. You got your own speakers, everything. And nobody can see your screen either because it's going to have privacy. That's right. It's going to have privacy protectors on the monitor screens. So that way, everybody's section is doing whatever they want to do. Super bomb bar. You can have a membership. It's by invitation, and you can actually ask your concierge about it. If you've come in quite frequently, then they will invite you. It's like a quarterly invitation. So, you know, every fall, every spring, you know, every winter, every spring, every summer, there's an invitation. But of course, you know, there's a maximum, right? So anyway, guys, the bar is super dope. That's what goes on at the bar. Okay, at the sections, like I said, the view is incredible. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're at the bar, if you're at a section, you can see the view. You can see the beach. You can see fountains. You can see pools overlooking pools. The view is amazing. All right. The sections are exclusive and private. You can't hear what your neighbor's doing, nor can you see what your neighbor's doing. It's all about you and your guests, whether you wanted to take a section for yourself, whether you wanted to work from there, whether you just wanted to vibe. Let's say your flight is not coming for 6 hours. You could stay at your section for as long as you wanted to stay. And that's that. It's a section. There's a rate. So if you were coming to eat, you know, we pretty much give people 2 hours if you're coming to eat. If you're having a meeting, we give you 3 hours. If after that, then you just have to pay the rate, whatever that is. If you're a member, then you're allotted a certain amount of time when you come in. Okay, great. So your section also has a private monitor. It has access to MacBook, PC. It has printing capability if you need to print docs, faxing capability if you need to fax. We pretty much have every single thing in your section that you would need to execute a deal if that's what you needed to do. We have a notary available, so you could get documents notarized if you needed to. So we do have a real estate, a mortgage notary, you all. That's a real position. So we do have that. So if you needed to execute a deal, expedite, whatever, we have that. We also have the ability to overnight. So we have overnight FedEx, UPS, and United States Postal Service courier options available. I am so mad about that just now. Available. So guys, with this real estate bar, so literally it's no more, well, I have to get back to the office, or oh, I need to look that up, or oh, I'm having connection problems with my device, oh, I need to run over here to FedEx and print this, oh, like any of the O's, down to lenders. We even have in-house lenders that if you happen to have a casual meeting, you didn't know where this was gonna go, and they're like, you know what, I'm ready, I don't have a lender, we could pre-qual them. You could literally just choose an option at the table as you're doing your meeting, whatever. You could pick an option like, hey, I need a notary, I need a notary signer, I need an MLO, I need, like, whatever it is you need, you could click it, bow. We will come to, we could do virtual because we don't want to be invasive to your situation. So we could be virtual, where we could come up on the screen for you and literally pull the docs. We could just put a link right there on the screen where your client could click the link, put their information in there, bow. We could just submit the pre-qual right then and there. It would go to you and your client's email. You would have it in like 5 minutes. And then we would just submit another link and ask them to connect their bank account for proof of funds, or whatever levels we needed to go. You could do it right there from the screen. Or if you had a client that wanted a more face-to-face interaction, then we could come over to the section and then do everything there. It's totally up to you, but this is the real estate bar. And the purpose and the motivation of the real estate bar is to give the realtor more control, and less time running around and just time wasted. You're waiting to get, a call back from the lender. You're waiting to find out, what's going on with their credit. You're waiting to get that pre-qual letter. You're waiting, like, it's always something we're waiting on. They thought you had their docs, you didn't have them. You needed them to sign something, they didn't see that part of the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, the list goes on and on. So the real estate bar is a really nice neutral place where you can meet with clients, investors, whomever, have a nice meal, and get it done. So even if this was just an introduction, y'all are having a meal, you're setting up how y'all are going forward with this person's price range. And let's say your client came in, they already were pre-qual, you already know what the budget is, you already know what the goal is. You could sit there and put up their whole, how do you want, the listing. You could pull up the listing for them of what's available for the areas, and then you could pull up another listing of things you think they might consider and sit there and show them. You could do a virtual tour of each property right there. Okay, well, here's a home. You could send them and then highlight the ones they favorited, send them the list, and then from there, if y'all have time or if they're open to it, go out and show them a few of those properties after lunch. You see? And so you could also explain to them, your process. Now, another thing that's super dope about our real estate bar is that you literally could take it to the next level. Let's say you have persons with XYZ dollars, they have no idea what they want to do or could do with their money in real estate. They just want to give you the money and you do your thing. On our second floor, we have what's called the VR zone, virtual reality. These rooms have screens, wall-sized screens. You put on these glasses, and from that moment forward, you're no longer in the real estate bar. You're in the possibility of what your money can do. Super dope, you guys. And so what happens is, whatever your realtor has said or seen, because our realtors are constantly shopping the possibility. They're always planning, prepared, and ready, right, to, prosper. So what happens is, they already have a list of things that only take $500,000, but you end up making $2 million off of the investment, or less. You may take $50,000 and you make $150,000. The bottom line is, there's tons of properties and vacant land and things to be done, right? So next thing you know, they take you in the VR zone. You put your glasses on, they say, this is what we can do with your money. So you look at the property as it is now, and then they show it to you what it could be done looking like. Then they show you then they'll show you all the facets of it. They show you what goes into it, what the investment would be, what the turnaround would be, the best case scenario, the worst case scenario, and they show you how you could do it. If you just want to put the money in there, wait till the property increases in value and take sell it, or the long term. If you keep this property, continue to invest, upgrade over this length of time, continue to lease or sublease or Airbnb or whatever it is, and they give you the trajectory. You could make this much money in 5 years, this much money in 10 years, this much money in 20 years. After 30-year investment, you could walk away with $1 billion. Things like that, guys. It's so dope. Everyone loves the VR zone. And of course, it's an exclusive conversation. Of course, if you don't capitalize on the idea, on the concept, then whoever does is whoever gets it. We can't hold it for anyone, right? So it's like you have to come prepared to win. If it works with you, if it resonates with you, let's do it. If it doesn't, we understand. And the dope thing about the VR zone is it can be multiple. You don't have to just look at one idea and like yes or no. It's like, no, okay, if that's not it, what do you think about a beachfront property? What do you think about a suburban property? What do you think about a rural project? What do you think about an education? Like, there's so many different realms you could go into it, but we'll offer them the full experience of seeing projects from start where they are right now. We could drive over there virtually. We don't even have to do all this running around town anymore. We can drive over there virtually. They can actually see what the whole neighborhood looks like, driving into the community, the neighbors, whatever's already there, and go into this property looking at every little aspect of it. Of course, people like to go physically there and taste and see that it's good, get the energy, really connect with, but this really helps eliminate a lot of travel time, a lot of misguided focus, where a person thought this is what it was, but actually no, it's something totally different. So I actually love the real estate bar. It's just a great tool. And I see that happening. That's one of my ideas, guys. So I'm gonna keep doing these videos with you guys that share with you like my ideas, things I dream about, things that I enjoy, just projects, ways to make money, the way I see money, investing, the possibilities, right? You guys, if you're wondering why I keep rubbing my nose, when the weather changes, my skin starts peeling every season like clockwork. So now that it's going into fall, literally my nose is itching, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a layer of skin that comes off my nose. And this happens every season. When it goes to winter, it will be itching again, and I will start, having that skin coming off. My skin does natural exfoliation every season. When it goes to spring, it'll do it again. When it goes to summer, it'll do it again. And every time I'll be like, oh, why is my nose itching? I'll put alcohol pads on my nose, trying to get to soothe it. Matter of fact, let me get one now so it doesn't look as bizarre. I eventually end up putting icy hot on my nose because it's bothersome. It's a very intense itching, but the reason why is because the skin is ready to come off and it needs my assistance, So I usually use like a salt scrub when I take my bath and just pull it up. But anyway, that's why I keep rubbing at my nose. It's itching. All right, guys, so now that I've touched on and shared with you guys a little bit about what I believe, what I dream about, ideas and projects that I have, And these are the types of conversations I have in my positive psych sessions with aspiring, business men and women, entrepreneurs, career professionals that just want to expand their horizons. They want to secure their future, their retirement. They need a way to double, triple their money. They have children, they want to lay a foundation, set a legacy, make sure they have a backup, A, B, C, D, E through Z plan. So we'll talk about things they can do to increase their money and also satisfy them. And because a lot of people work in careers that are not satisfying or rewarding for them, and they really want to explore their other talents. They have these things within themselves that they suppress, or they're constantly saying, pacifying themselves like, oh, I'll get to it one day. Or they've tried a lot of things but didn't have every single thing they needed, right, to accomplish that goal. Like they got shut down. They weren't knowledgeable of how to get XYZ done. They couldn't afford the staff or the advisement, what have you. And so we talk about this and we connect those dots and we find the resources and the tools to allow them to live their dreams and pursue their passions and, accomplish their goals. Okay, guys, so now the next thing, this is where the conversation switched to more of a personal side now. I'm going to talk about mornings with my husband. And you guys know that presently I am not married, but I speak present and forward, manifesting the desires of my heart, right? So I'm constantly preparing for the win, planning and expecting, anticipating, right? So before I get into that, let me give you guys two little short things. I did a video on Hot Topic when I was exercising. I was doing a 30-minute stair stepper routine, and the hot topic was things to never ask or say to a woman. And the number one thing was, how old are you? Okay. And I said in that video, unless you're concerned about this woman being less than a legal age, or she's under a threshold, like you don't date women in a certain age group, then ask that in that manner. Like, hey, are you at least 21? Are you at least 18? Are you at least 25? Are you at least 30? Are you at least 35? Like, give some meat, give some substance to that line of questioning, where a woman can feel good about where you're going with it. Hey, I have children in their 30s, so I prefer to date women in 45 and beyond. Or hey, I have daughters that are in their 20s, so I prefer to date women 35 plus. Hey, I've just found that I have more compatibility with women in their 20s. I'm very youthful, I'm very spontaneous, and that's truly just where my attraction lies, is with women in their 20s. So could you just please let me know, are you in that range? Because the thing about it is, over time, you will find out her age, but it's not becoming for men to ask women about their age, especially how old are you. It's a derogatory term, it's a discriminatory term to assess oldness with a woman, with a lady. Women are precious, beautiful, soft, gentle, a joy, a pleasure, a prize, a gift. They are precious. So those terms are not terms that you associate with old things. When you think of something old, you think of it as just that. Its best days are behind it. This is not new, this is not desirable, this is not something I need to work for. I could get a good deal for it. I could probably just take it. Old is devalued. Now, there are certain things as classic, right? When we use the word classic, when we use the word, I'll think of it in a minute, we refer to vintage, right? Even vintage is not gonna work, you know, but something timeless, even timeless is not gonna work for a woman because it signifies that you've been around the block. You've been around. You've been around. That's, if you want this woman to be attracted and interested in you, never ever ask, how old are you? Forget it. If you're questioning it, don't date her. If in your spirit it's like, I don't know how this girl is, and that's bothering you, don't date her. Because y'all are not a match off top. You're concerned with her age. That's a priority for you. You guys, this is my nose itching again. It's a priority for you, and it's a factor. If you're going to say this in any kind of way, that this woman will stay engaged and interested in you, you have to say things like, how, you know, I'm really interested to know, you know, your age. I know this is probably, you know, undesirable conversation, but the reason why is, you know, our conversation is so interesting, you know, but you look like you're only this age. Is that right? Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know why a man cares what the age is of a woman. I don't. There's several questions that are asked that I don't know why a male would ask. I don't know why a male cares what a woman's age is, like I said, unless she's under the legal age limit. I don't know why a man cares what a woman does for a living. I don't know. I don't know why a male cares about your finances. I don't. I don't. It's like so many things. I don't know why a male will ask a woman any of that. For me, I think men ask questions like, what are your dreams? What are your goals? You know, all things being equal, what would you like to see happen between us? I think a man would want to find out, what is this woman's passions, interest, you know, what is her position as far as God, family, friends, what does she enjoy, you know, how does she love a man, you know, what does that look like, you know, what do you enjoy about men, about loving a man, about, you know, this ideal situation. Those are the questions that I would welcome, and that I understand men asking. But the other ones, where do you work? What do you do? How old are you? What's your credit like? Do you own any businesses? Like stuff like that. It's strange. It's a turnoff. It's red flags. It really shows that you are not in a position to be with anyone, that you are looking for stability in this woman. You are just not ready. You're not ready to date. You need to be dating yourself and getting yourself at a position where you can confidently and securely go forward with a woman, because you got this, because you are the protector, you are the provider, you are the leader, and you run this, right? So I just want to put that in there because I come across this quite a bit. Males asking me, you know, what is your age? It's like, even when I tell them, hey, I don't like this conversation, you know, You know, they'll start off, do you have children? How old are your children? You tell them that, and then they still keep going. Oh, well, how old are you? No, I don't like this question. You know I'm of a certain age. Once you know the age of my child, then you know I'm plus 30. So why would we need to go any further? I don't know. From there, I just feel like it's cruel. It's insulting. It's disrespectful. I feel that you are attempting to downrate me. I just feel so many different feelings because I've already volunteered enough information. You know I'm plus 30. That's enough. You don't need to know my exact age for what? Um, the next question would be, that's legitimate, is, are you still open to having children? Are you in a position to have a child if that's your concern? If you want to know, did I have my tubes tied? No, I haven't. Do you have an issue with having children? No, I don't. Would you like to have another child? Yes, with my husband. You see, those are reasonable questions. All this, exactly how old you are, I just want to ask. I've just come from, if you don't ask, you know, I'm gonna ask whatever I want to know. There's no stupid question but the question you don't ask, like all that stuff like that. Asinine. It has nothing to do with anything. You get to what you want to know and leave the how old are you um for the trash. Leave that in the trash can. Don't pull that back out. Leave that in the dumpster. Don't even do it. It's not going to get you anywhere with the woman you're interested in. It's going to throw your chances right out the window. So, you guys, I'm giving y'all tips. I'm putting y'all up on game. Classy women, ladies, do not respond well to how old are you. Change your terminology and don't ask that anymore. Don't. And when she tells you that she doesn't like that question, don't keep pressing into it. Just be like, okay, well, that's fine. Well, the reason why I was bringing it up, and say why, because I wanted to see if you were still interested in having children. I was just wanting to make sure, I have daughters your age or in this age group. Put some meat with the potatoes, you guys, so she can feel more confident about your intention. Like, oh, okay, I understand that. Well, yeah, I do want to still have, you know, a couple children. I'd love to have twins with my husband. Or, no, well, actually, I'm finished. I don't want to, you know, whatever. But get to the reason why you're asking that question and leave it alone. Leave it alone. Especially if she told you, I don't like I don't like talking and answering these questions. Hold on, guys. So, okay. We go. Guys, I get so many of these spammers phone calls in a day. It's crazy. Okay, the next thing. The next thing is this. Okay, the next thing is this, guys. Okay, guys. Let me see. Y'all can hear that. Okay, the next thing is this. When you've approached a woman, assessed her, and you've gone as far as telling her that you can't afford her, or her lifestyle is overwhelming and intimidating to you, you've done absolutely nothing to pursue her, to get to know her. You haven't taken her on a date. You haven't pursued any of her passions. You haven't shared a birthday, Mother's Day, like all these holidays have gone by. Memorial Day, 4th of July, Flag Day, Veterans Day. I mean, everything's gone on by, and you purposely don't reach out, don't do anything until after these holidays. But period, you've already said, I can't afford you. You've gone into listing all your woes. Oh, I'm in this situation, I'm in that situation. Which, by the way, never do that, you guys. Males, because that's who does that, males, if you're gonna list to a woman all your woes and you've been burnt and all that stupid stuff like that, which, mind you, this is where domestic violence comes from. Women want to slap you. When you're sitting across from a male having lunch or dinner or what have you, and they go into listing all their woes. Oh, my account is messed up. I just lost 17,000 behind the last girl I was with. Oh, I just dropped 200. I had to give her a house. I got all this stuff in this person's name. Well, I'm getting my credit together. Well, my bank account, my license is suspended. A woman wants to slap you. That's what she wants to do. She wants to slap you real hard. One that make your teeth clank together and you get to looking off in the wilderness. That's what she want to do. She want to slap you because you wasted her time and you're sitting up here trying to see how she can help you. When you don't need to be on a date, you need to be getting your life together. You need to be in therapy, talking to somebody about why it is you continue to make these poor decisions. You need to be looking for a mentor who can help you connect to the resources in order for you to be successful, so that you won't allow people to take advantage of you because you are going about life half forward and half backwards. That's what you need to be doing, not trying to see how this woman can help you and possibly get some sex out of her. No. Okay, guys? So stop running your mouth trying to look the part and you're not. You have no car, you have no vehicle. It's getting ready to be fall in Georgia. Y'all, it storms here already all the time. What you doing? We gonna be on the MARTA train and bus together in love. We got packages. It's gonna be Thanksgiving. All these things going on, and you can't pick anybody up. You can't secure anybody. If I need help getting something from Home Depot or what have you, you can't do anything for me but tell me which Lyft special or Uber special is going on, or maybe try to call an uncle or a homeboy if they got their truck available, if they're not helping their current woman out, or grandma or mom out, their own, or sister their own self, or aunt their own self. So stop doing that mess right there, listing your woes and thinking that somebody cares. No one cares. You're embarrassing yourself. It's shameful. You're inciting rage in women, and it's a low level, low vibration thought process. It's just highly disappointing and insulting and disrespectful, to say the least. So once you've shared with a woman that you can't afford her, and you consistently use that as an excuse why you don't pursue her, why you don't do special things for her, why you haven't prioritized or pushed yourself beyond yourself, do not proceed to send her messages and call her like, can I see you? And then she says something like, what's the plan? And then you say, oh, I'm going to plan something nice. And then she leaves it right there waiting for you to tell her what's the plan. And then you come back again and say, I want to see you on Friday. Can I see you on Friday? And she says, what's the plan? And then you come back again and then say something like, can we watch a movie? She want to slap you. That's what she wants to do. She want to choke you a little bit, actually. Just choke you a little bit, just till you pass out. Just a little bit. Because what is wrong with you? She don't want to watch a movie with you. She doesn't want anything. She don't even want you messaging her on the cool. You already told her you can't afford her. There's nothing that you can do for her. That's it. You shouldn't even said that. What you should have been was an admirer. You should just, I think you're beautiful, I think you're gorgeous, keep doing what you do, and you get your money up. You don't tell this woman oh, I want to marry you. What is she marrying? What does she get out the deal? A child, a son, a dependent. No, it's not how that works. Stop doing this. It's sick. It shows a level of mental illness and grave instability. Women, if you're dating guys that talk like this, entertaining guys to talk like this, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous, especially if you create a child with someone who dwells like this. Don't. I'm telling you guys now, the guys that do this and that are in my DMs doing this, please get lost. Get lost. I'm not interested on any level. I find it degrading, demeaning. And I feel the reason why that you all do this is because you think that because I have visual impairment, I'm willing to be grateful for any male specimen that offers anything. Oh, because I'll have companionship. Oh, because I'll have a penis in my bed. Oh, because I'll have someone I can call and text that is going to come home to me every day. Oh, because I'll have a driver and I won't have to have random Lyft or Uber drivers or personal drivers anymore. Oh, because I'll have what? What? I'll have a grown child. I can ask my children to do everything that it is that you're offering without the penis, without the problems of penis. Because when you got some low-level male like that in your life, his penis is very much a problem. It is not a pleasure. It is very much a problem. And it is a disturbing problem because you don't want it. You don't want to get dolled up. You don't have the energy for that. You don't want it. You could care less. You don't dare want to even think about getting pregnant for that. You don't want it. You don't want to get dolled up, have whatever with that person, then have to go take a bath and then get yourself cleaned up, get your house cleaned. You don't want to go the extra mile. No. You don't. You're tired. You're frustrated. You're irritated. You're agitated because you thought you were signing up for a man, a husband, and instead you accumulated an additional dependent, a child. So, guys, get your money up, get yourself together, focus and invest in yourself, date yourself, watch a movie with yourself until you get tired of it, until you find the inspiration, the motivation, the diligence, and the integrity to do something about your reality. You want a woman like me? Get your money up. It's not easy. What's Aaliyah say? If your girl only knew that I wouldn't want to kick it with you, and if she knew, if your girl could only see. Y'all better listen to Aaliyah songs. She has some words in there. She said it ain't easy getting with me. That is correct. I have to be able to admire and respect you. I have to be able to collaborate and seek your advisement. I have to be able to feel secure that you're taking care of me, that things are taken care of. I have to know that I know that I know that I know. And that could never happen with a dependent child. That can't happen. So you sending me these messages are testing my faith because I'm working every day not to use curse words, but I feel like those messages are attacks on me and curses, so I need to give you the energy that you gave me and get it off me. So then I want to tell you, find, joy in playing in traffic. You know what I'm saying? So don't send me these raggedy messages about wanting to watch a movie, about wanting to see me, about how old are you, about can we kick it, can I come through, can I see you, can we? No. See a career, see an entrepreneurial program, see about your see a financial advisor, see a counselor, for a school advisor, a career counselor, see about programs, IT DeVry Institute, see about Indeed.com. Type in what are the most in-demand careers. What are the most in-demand careers in my city? Put your city in there. In-demand careers in Atlanta, Georgia. In-demand careers in Miami, Florida. In-demand careers in, and you see what I'm saying? Date that process. Date it. Take that. Listen. Boy, please. Listen. Elevate. And what trips me out is they demonstrate their ability to elevate in the things that they believe. You went and got the brand new, fully loaded XYZ vehicle. You made sure to get your money up to qualify for that. You went out, got your dream truck. You made sure to get your money up to qualify for that, right? But for whatever reason, when it comes to the woman that you want, you can't seem to figure that one out. You're not motivated to crack the code on that. Okay, well, devil, get thee behind me. Thank you, but no thank you. Okay, guys? So enough about that. Let me tell y'all about morning routine with Bae. If this is not an interest of you, then you probably want to click out here. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I would love to get you guys feedback on every aspect of this video. What you guys think about me continuing to do videos on projects and ideas, ways to invest your money, things to do. Definitely email me vilifewithkelly@gmail.com if you are interested in setting up a positive psych session with me, where we can evaluate where you are in life now versus where you should be, your passions, your desires, how to build your financial portfolio, so many different things. I am going to be starting my Patreon and OnlyFans page. It'll be available this week, and that's where, if you become a member, it allows you 2 30-minute sessions with me per week. I think the monthly member rate is like $79. Otherwise, there's like 2 specials. There's, if you sign up, I put it like this. On OnlyFans, it's like $79 a month. You get 2 30-minute sessions with me a week. If you're one of the first 10 people to sign up, you get 50% off, I think it ends up being. So it ends up being like $39 for the first month, right? And by the way, I run that special every month at the top of the month to give people a chance to get in and have the experience before they want to commit. Okay, there's another option where you could prepay for 3 months, 6 months, and a year, something like that, and it gives you the biggest bang for your buck. So you could pay, I don't know, I'm gonna give you guys an example. Like 3 months, if you just paid out of pocket, it's like $240, whereas if you went on and paid right now, maybe it's $220, give you $20 off, or maybe it's $200. Then for 6 months, you know, it would be $480, whereas maybe you get it for $399. Or the year may be $960, and you might get it for $849. You see what I'm saying? So, and that gives you 2 30-minute sessions with me, and you can talk about what have you, your relationship, education. There's no parameter that we can't talk about, what have you. This is about wellness and total wellness. Okay. You could also just need someone to talk to. Like you could, like a confession, right? You just need penalty free, just a release. You want to talk. You need to talk about things, and that's that. So definitely look for that on my Patreon. It's going to be like short topic videos. So like things that I've come across quite a bit for the week. There'll be small videos like that. There'll also be some videos of me trying on different things. So the Patreon memberships are like more so for video, pictures, and then there are one-on-one interactions there, but it's more so like in a group setting. So let's say, you know, if you became a member there, I don't know, let's say if you wanted to get like one video a week from me, you know, and you just basically could pick what topic, and these videos are like, you know, 15 minutes, and they're on a hot topic, whatever. And so you would pick what video you wanted to see each week. That might be like $19 a month, right? Whereas if you wanted to get other video, like more videos, maybe you wanted to see a try on haul, or you wanted to have a hot topic, or you wanted to see pictures that I don't put on Instagram, different looks, then that's what you, then maybe it goes to like, now it's $29. And I also have an introductory rate there too, so it'd be like maybe $9 or $14.99 for the first month, so you could try. Okay guys, so Patreon and my Patreon, so let me say this, because you do have to go through a process of validation with Patreon and OnlyFans. So prayerfully it will be up and approved by this weekend, which is like the 26th. You know, we'll just go for that. But if it's not, I'll tell you guys, because the goal is definitely to be going forward and in a position to accept subscribers and Patreons by October 1st. So you get a full month of membership like that. Okay guys? Okay, so enough about that. Guys, my nose is itching so bad. Let me put some cream on it, okay? Because it is tearing me up. My nose is tearing me up. I'm sick of it. I'm about to put some icy hot on it in a minute, because it's just getting worse and worse. I didn't drink anything but tea, and I had a little apple cider vinegar tea, which is my daily detox beverage. I did a video on that if you want to check it out and find out how to make it. And okay, I just put some cream on there. It's like a coconut based cream. So let's see how far we get with this. Okay, now let's talk about my morning. Okay, let me see. I wonder why, guys. It keeps saying face near left edge. Okay, let me just. Okay, it says my face is centered here. Okay, guys, let's go. So, yesterday I uploaded a video on $2 million shopping spree. I talked about how some days I spend imagining that I have $22 million available to me, and what will my life look like, what will my day consist of in that space, right? And so this is one of the things I enjoy doing when I am experiencing a rough patch, in the middle of life storms, just whatever. I'm just always planning and preparing. Plus, because of what I do for a living, the people that I talk to all the time, they're looking for me to have something to say, that they can add to, that they can explore, that they can envision. And so this is what I do. So guys, literally, with that being said, after I did my spending on my shopping spree, remember I told you all that I wanted to cash out the remaining $20,000 and spend some time in self-care with my husband, right? I wanted to go for couples massage at the Waldorf Astoria, and you know, enjoy the huge bathtub they have in the room, and just really relax, soak it all in, enjoy being pampered and catered to, breakfast in bed, just dinner, what have you, just really carefree, right? And then I also talked about how I wanted us to go to Brazelton for Chateau Law and spend, the rest of the weekend there, enjoying the winery resort and the restaurants and everything, the tour of the entire venue, and just really just soaking that all in, right? And then I told you guys that after that, like Monday morning, something like, super early, 4 a.m., 2 a.m. even, to be picked up by the limo driver, and we'd be taken into Destin and Pensacola, Florida. And so along the way, the driver would share like the history with us, and we'd get to stop and enjoy whatever monuments or whatever the city has to the different trip has to offer, and so anyway, I imagine that when me and my husband arrive to our first destination, which I believe would be Destin, for a sunrise breakfast together on the beach, that he would want to know, and I'd want to share with him what I'd been doing with my $2 million, right? And so me getting up in the morning is like prayer, meditation, thankfulness, gratefulness, and directing the angels assigned to my life on the path that I'm purposed. So, what aligning my day, right? Like, what are we doing? Getting my mind together, exercising, regrouping, channeling in the promises of God, my creation, my design. So I'm doing that in agreement and harmony with my husband. So I'm praying with him first thing in the morning. I'm giving him a kiss, embracing him, thankful to see him one more day and spend life with him one more day. We're talking about, the devotional, the scripture of the day, right? The verse of the day. We're talking about what we see for our day, how we feel. Even if I had to do a massage for my husband in the morning, or, we're working out together, right? Whether we go onto the beach and run together, whether we get in the pool, swim together, or whether we choose to do separate exercise activities. He may be focusing on lifting weights, whereas I'm, doing the elliptical or swimming in the pool, right? But we're a team, we're in agreement, and we communicate these things. So then we have breakfast and we talk. We say like, wow, we're blessed. I love you. It's, this is so good. God is so good, right? But also we sit and we talk about strategy. This is the things that matter to me in my relationship. Me being able to say to my husband, babe, my $2 million shopping spree was incredible. Babe, I turned my $2 million into like $12 million. He's like, really? He loves what I talk about, what I think about, and he adds to it. Or he supports it. He supports it. He's excited about whatever I'm doing or whatever I've got to say. And that's what happens when a man is in his place. When a man is governing his role, his creation, his design, living his purpose, his woman is just a total blessing and joy to experience. Because he's chosen wisely. And he's in the position to support back, cover her, which makes him feel incredible. So when I sit there and tell him, babe, guess what I did? And he's like, what did you do? I'm like, okay, well, we always gotta give back to the blessing that gave unto us. So of course I supported spiritual spiritual leadership. He's like, okay, great, wonderful, so that you know what that means. He's like, well, what does that mean? God promises 100-fold. I put 250K into his place. And you know, he's like, oh, 250K. He's like, babe, what is that? I'm like, babe, that's $25 million. He's like, okay. I'm like, so I took 250 off top. God got 25 million on the way for us. Manifest, right? God watches over his word to perform it. His word will never return void. My husband like, yes, baby, yes. So then I tell him, I said, then I had to put something in my pocket. So I put 250 in my account, right? I put that in my money market account, and they said they're paying me 2.5% on that. He's like, okay, baby. I said, babe, that's compounded interest, babe. He's like, oh, so what is that, right? What is 2.5% on your 250K? I'm like, well, babe, 1%, well, 10% would be 25,000. So 1% is $2,500. So then we got 22% would be 5,000, and another half would be 1,250. So 6,250. He's like, ooh, babe. I'm like, 6,250 compounded. So in 30 days, they're gonna have my account gonna be 256,250. 256,000, 250,000, and then do it again, 2.5%. Y'all. So he like, oh, babe. I'm like, you see that? I'm like, so I'm just steadily creeping up. So y'all, so the next one is like 6,500 going in there. So now I got what? 261,750,000. You see that, babe? He's like, oh, you're so cute, right? So now we talked about how, you know, I planted the seed, right? So I'm reaping what I sowed 100-fold. 25 million off of my 250 I put in the bank. Now I mean 250,000 that I put in the spiritual home, right? Tithe, cool, and what's it called? And tithe, and I'll think of the term in a minute. That's a shame when you just give. Anyhow, so then after that, I put the 250 in my bank account, right? The money market high interest bearing savings account, right? So I'm getting my 2.5% compounded interest on that account. So by the end of my 12 months, you guys, I'm looking at a minimum of like 80,000 that I made off of 250,000 on that account. That's what compounded interest means. You can have interest. You can have an account that they're gonna pay you 2.5%, and that just means over 12 months you're going to have a total deposit of 2.5%, which is 6,250 off of 250K. So you know, in 12 months, if you kept the 250 there, didn't use it, didn't move it, you will have a balance of $256,250, which is better than nothing, because most of these accounts pay you 0.01, 0.02, which is pennies. Okay, so anyway, guys, it'd be like $62.50, just for simple math. If you guys didn't understand what 0.01 and 0.02, if your bank account is saying it's paying you 0.02%, then $250,000 sitting there at the end of the year, you're gonna get a deposit of $62.50, which is insulting, but it happens every day. Okay, guys, so I did those two things, right? Okay, so then the next thing I did was I bought a property. Remember, I wanted a duplex property. I spent what, 250 on the property, and I made that an Airbnb and a lease property. So if it's a quadplex, then I made two of the quads Airbnbs, and the other two lease properties. The entire unit is pretty much all bills paid. So it's like Wi-Fi, internet, cable, It has everything. It has all the appliances. It's furnished. It has washer and dryer. They come with iPads, alarm systems, deep freezers in the garages. All of them have one car. If it's a quadplex, they have one car garage. If it's a duplex, they have a 2-car garage on both sides. If it's a duplex, they have the pool and the jacuzzi. And so it's a shared entrance. So you have your private backyards, which each side has their own bricked-in grill and patio areas. And then you have a shared entry to the pool and the jacuzzi. So if you wanted to go into the pool, it's not like you have to share your patio. If you're having a private party, you can still have your private party, your own grill, all that like that. So that's if it's a duplex. If it's a quadplex, then of course you're having still the pool, the jacuzzi. I would have 4 grills, bricked in grills out there, and it would be, you know, where you have a fob or whatever to get in there. And then I do have beverage machines out there, so it would be like waters, teas, juices, and some sodas. Don't be mad. But there would be like some sodas out there. I try to get the best ones like from Whole Foods, where you have like ginger beer. You have like 365 has a root beer. Like I would try to go for the best. I could pick club sodas, stuff like that. But there would be beverage machines out there. Okay, cool. So another thing that'd be out there is one of those machines where you could get quick stuff like sunscreen. I would just have like quick little things out there that you could get out of this little machine. So it's like 3 machines out there. Okay, cool. So that's if I have the quadplex. And then like I said, it would only be single garages around the quadplex. And I know you guys are thinking like, how's she gonna have a quadplex and put a garage? But it's very easy to do it, because I could make the quadplexes like the garage is the bottom floor, and then you go upstairs to your unit. And that's probably exactly how I would do the quadplexes. It's like the garage is the first floor, and you just pull in and then go upstairs to your actual unit. And so that's how that goes. Okay guys, so I'm telling him about, you know, my property I purchased. You know, I put this money into it, and you know, depending on the location of it, guys, I'm easily, you know, leasing at $3,000 a month. And then for the Airbnbs, you know, I'm easily clearing $250 a day to stay. And then I would have like a weekly rate. So like if you wanted to stay for the Monday through Friday, that's a rate. If you wanted to stay 7 days, that's a rate. 14 days is a rate. 30 days is a rate, like that. So easily, you know, I'm clearing. Let's just do average on the Airbnb. So with the Airbnb side, and I'm charging $250 a night. And let's say on average, you know, I've got somebody in there 5 days. So I've got somebody in there 20 days out of a 30-day month, every single month on both sides. Just with that, let me see, 250 times 20 is 5,000, y'all. So, and that's each unit. So yeah, I'm gonna make $10,000 a month average, just minimum. $10,000 a month on the 2 sides that I'm Airbnb, and then $6,000 a month on the sides that I lease. So you know, that's 22,000. So that's 22,000 a month because I own the properties outright. And then of course, you know, I put money to the side for damages, things happen, right? Upkeep. Mind you, the Coke machines, I'm just gonna call them whatever, the beverage machines, and the I just need this stuff. Like for example, in the machine where I have sunscreen, there'll be condoms in there, Plan B pills. So there'll be male, female condoms, Plan B pills. There'll be chargers, Android and Apple chargers in there. When I tell you guys, it's just like stuff that you hate to have to go to the store to get this stuff. So if you could just walk out to the pool and just slide a card and get one real quick. Lubricants, so it'll be like KY jelly, sheepskin, like all different kinds of products. What else would be in there? It would be like some Motrin in there, Tylenol, like a first aid kit. When I tell you it's just like stuff, there would be like a little overnight kit in there too, where it would have like a mini toothbrush, toothpaste, some underwear or some panties, like one size fits all. There'd be like some sanitary napkins in there, like just little stuff that makes a huge difference. I'd even put in there some shampoo, conditioner, and I'm talking about these are travel size, by the way. I'd even put in there some body wash, shampoo, conditioner, a comb set, some swim shorts, and like a bikini. And I'd put the sizes of, like a medium, or like an average size, unless if I know my tenants or whatever, I will put sizes in there that is likely, so yeah guys, I might even put beach towels in there, but that's what would be in the incidental, the stuff you don't feel like running to the store, or you wish you didn't have to go to the store to go get. It would be in that machine. You could just go out there, slide your card, get whatever you wanted out of there, and keep it moving. It would even be a dental dams in there for people, oral sex and all that. Like literally, when I tell you guys, this little machine will be on and pop, and be the bomb, and my reviews would be through the roof, because people be like, oh my god, this Airbnb is so plush and so laid, because we'd have heated pool, and we'd have a large enough jacuzzi that's enjoyable. We'd have the pool, like all the amenities, and each grill would have everything you needed to grill. So if you needed like the table area to set things out, to set a spread next to it, if you like certain lighter fluids, we would have different lighter fluids, different charcoals. When I tell you, and even in the deep freezer, we would have different things. Like if you're vegan, vegetarian, you want plant-based, we would have plant-based burgers out there in the deep freezer. You could just grab them. So you could pick like, okay, we want to grill, and you could pick a price point, and it would give you certain options that you could pick out the deep freezer and have it. And then we would just replenish. So, and then like I said, you pick your cleaning schedule, whether you want clean after you leave or daily cleaning, or whatever or you could pick that same day, like I need this room cleaned, whatever. But guys, so dope, because these amenities are not just to the Airbnb guests, they're to the tenants as well. So it's like you never want to leave. Why would you want to leave? Like, you don't have to do nothing but pay your one rent payment. Everything's included. Water, electric, gas. Everything is included. Cable, internet. All. When you move in, you don't have to switch over anything. You literally just move in. You go to your iPad and you pay your rent. You submit your maintenance request, whatever, and you're done. Nobody bothers you. You get your alarm system code. You can change your alarm system code if you want. It also shows you how you can see if we've been there. You give us parameters. Can we come in when you're there, when you're not? You can see us on the camera what we were doing. Y'all, super bomb. The washer and dryer is full-size washer and dryer. It's a full laundry room. That's another thing that's out there in the machine are laundry detergent, fabric softener sheets, Clorox pods, like bleach, things like that are in the machine too. So like if you're like, oh my god, I need a wash, but I don't have this. You could just go in the machine like, wow, this machine has everything. You literally just slide your card, boom. Yep. And if you didn't, let's say when you book with us, you decide, like, you can add this to your rent too. You could add, I want $100 worth of credit, and we'll give you a code, and you can type the code in the machine, and it'll just tell, every time you pull something out, it'll tell you like, your balance is $89 after this purchase. Do you want to proceed? And you just say yes. Or your balance is $75 after this purchase, and you just click it. And then when you leave, if you're an Airbnb guest, when you leave, the balance, it returns back to your card. Or if you live there, then the balance will forward to the next month. And then that next month, you may choose not to get any more because maybe you barely used it. But by the time your lease is over, if you have a balance, we'll give you your money back, like whatever it is, if it's $200 left. Or you could forward it, like if you choose the option that you don't want to have to clean, like when you move out, you don't want to have to clean, nothing like that, we charge you just like a straight $500. If there's damages to the appliances, if we have to replace anything, then we include that. Like that's a part when it comes out your deposit. But let's say you're like, I don't want to do anything, the place, we did the walkthrough, the place looks great, and we just need a deep cleaning and get it ready, then you could choose to forward that balance to that. Like, well, I still have a $200 balance that I use on the machines outside, so can you just forward that? And you just click it, boom. This is how I think, guys. This is a part of my life and my day. These are the kind of conversations I have with my husband. He sits there looking at me like, wow. Like, really? And he knows why I sleep so good at night, because look how much brain power I use in a day. And I vividly can see all of this, guys. The pool is saltwater pool. Super good for you. It's so nice, guys. And then we have like the best patio furniture ever. It's like, you have the lawn chairs that are plush, of course, they're out there, but then you have the table that has the heater in the center, so if it's like a cool night, you could still sit out, have dinner, and laugh, have a great time. It's like large enough for 6 seats, and they're like the rocking style plush chairs, super beautiful. And then you have the huge, you know, umbrella if you want it. So nice, guys. It's just wonderful. So that's what's going on with that property. So I'm telling him how, you know, basically by the end of the year, I will have recovered the $250,000, because I'm clearing on average at minimum $22,000. But you all, off of my machines alone, look at this. My beverage machines, I think the lowest item in the machine is $2. Okay? That's the lowest item in the machine is $2. Let's just say a machine could hold 500 beverages, okay? And the minimum thing in there is $2. So let's just do a price thing, a price average. So let's say I have items for $2, $3, and $4 in the machine. So we're gonna stick with $3 because that's the average. So 500 items in the beverage machine, average $3 is $1,500. Every time I go to refill that machine, I'm pulling out of there a minimum of $1,500. You could just say I'm gonna take $2,000 out of this machine every single time when I go to refill it. $2,000. Now 500 beverages it's only going to cost me maybe let me see, let me do the math. Average package that I buy, because I buy like alkaline, so the waters that would be in there would be like different kinds of alkaline waters, distilled waters, there may be some hydrogen waters in there, there'd be some waters with electrolytes, like, so there'd be different kinds of waters in there. And the packs, some of these waters you can only buy individually, but if I go to Costco I'll find them, right? Because I could get Kirkland brand, different stuff. And usually those packages are like 12 packs. Let's just say it's a 12 pack for easy math. So 12 into 500 is what, you guys? 50, that's 4, 8, okay, 48, that's 20. So that's another 1, 12, 80, right? So that's, yeah, 20, 12, 80 again. So basically it's like 12 into 500, 41 point something. So 42 cases, and 42 cases times 10 is like 4. So basically it's only gonna cost me about $500 to fill up my machine, and I'm clearing $2,000 at least every month off of my machine. So that's $2,000, and maybe making more than that because I may have to, depending on the time of the year. You have more traffic out there because you have more guests in your Airbnb. They'll be hosting, having people coming through, and so, you know, I may fill up more often than that. But let's just do an average that it's gonna take. Let's even just say $1,500 a month just to deal with the highs and the lows, because different seasons nobody's going out there to get anything regularly. So 1,500 times 12, that's 15,000 plus 3,000, that's $18,000, right? My nose is still itching, guys. So that's 18,000 off of one machine. I told you guys that I was gonna have 2 machines out there. Okay, so one's gonna have like waters, juices. The other one's gonna have like drinks, like in some protein shakes too. So let's say the other one's gonna have like different kinds of sodas, like from 365 and ginger beers, different stuff like that. I'll have non-alcoholic beverages like beer. I'll have small bottles of wine in there. I'll have different kind, like wine coolers will be in there in the other machine. So you may have small bottles of Moet in there. Like, it'll be just different little small bottles of drinks. Okay, so with that being said, the minimum drink in there may be like $5. Let's even say not even $5. Let's say the minimum drink in there is 3 because I have soda. Okay, so let's say the minimum drink in there is 3, and then you have 3, 5, and $7, okay, depending on what you got. So you have a $3, a $5, and a $7 item in this machine. So 5, and let's say this machine holds, again, 500 beverages. Let's just go lower. Let's say this machine holds 200. So 5 times 200 is 1,000. So let's say we're getting $1,000 a month out that machine, which is giving me $12,000. So now off of 2 machines a year, I'm making $30,000. Okay, now let's go to my machine, my incidentals machine. This is the machine that, you know, oops, I forgot this. I didn't know I was gonna go swimming. I didn't know I wanted to get in the jacuzzi more than once. Oops, I started my cycle. Oops, I forgot. Oops, I didn't know. We ran out of condoms. Oops, I need this. Oh my gosh, like all those oops, or I don't feel like going to the store moments. Let me see what's in this machine, right? So, oh, my charger's broken. Oh, I dropped it in the toilet. I threw it away. I forgot it. Oh, all these things, right? So now I'm even gonna have some chapstick in there too, and like I said, some Tylenol, Motrin, you know, some alternate peppermint oil, like all different kinds of things, right? So maybe the cheapest thing in this machine is $5. Okay, so the most affordable thing in that machine is 5, but it can go all the way to like 15, and it's gonna go to 15 because I have clothing in there. So there are some swimming trunks in there, there's bikinis and a whole piece swimming suits in there. Not that many. Not that many at all. Like, there's like maybe 2 bikinis, 2 1 pieces, and some swimming trunks. Just a couple of things, y'all, right? So that's why you have a $15 item in there. Then I will make my chargers affordable. So, those, depending if it's an Apple charger, because I probably only put Apple and Samsung. For Android, like stuff I know is good and people will be great to pay for it. Like, oh wow, they got the Apple charger in here. It's $20. So, I might put in there for 15 or something. Who knows, okay? So basically, let's say things are between $5 and $15 in this machine. So the average is $10, okay? I listed quite a few things that's in my machine. And let's just say I can fit 100 products in there. I'm gonna say I could get 100 products in my machine, and $5 to $15. Average cost $10. So we're gonna say I'm clearing $1,000 a month again out of this third machine, just for an average, because there's some months I may only clear $500, just depending on the time and the season and the location. And then some months I may clear $1,500. So $1,000, that's another $12,000 a year. So that's $42,000. So for three machines in a year, the average I'm making off of these machines is $42,000. 42. That doesn't even include everything else off of what I'm making off of the place being cleaned, how often you're choosing to have it cleaned. That doesn't even include what I'm making off of you picking things out the refrigerator. Remember I said I have the refrigerators fully stocked in my Airbnbs. So that doesn't even include what you ate out of there, what you was cash apping. Oh, let me get this pizza. Oh, let me get this wrap. Oh, let me eat this salad. Like, because half the time nobody wants to go out. You want to chill, parlay, or if you're working, who wants to figure out Uber Eats? Hold on, guys. Okay. Who wants to figure out Uber Eats, DoorDash, read a bunch of reviews, see what's good or not? Unless you just already know. Unless you come here quite often, you already have a taste for things, you look forward to this or that. The fact that you could go in the refrigerator and get a fruit tray, pull it right out. You could just go in the refrigerator, get a wrap. You could get a breakfast wrap out of there. You could get a taco wrap, right? Kelly's Taco Bar. You could get, whatever. It's like, ooh, what is this? What is that? You could get fresh made pastries, you know what I mean? Muffins. Whatever it is, you guys, it's in there, okay? It is in there. So, who knows how much money I make off of that? Who knows, right? So we haven't included all those things, okay? So the Airbnb, the quadplex was a great investment. If I ended up doing a duplex only, and that doesn't include too that we offer a car, so they can rent the car. So you could literally come off your plane, check into my Airbnb, and have a car at your disposal if you chose. It's already a fully stocked, everything at your fingertips. So you could just walk right in and get comfy. You didn't have to think about anything. If you needed a vehicle, you could jump in the vehicle. All you had to do is upload your driver's license and approve the authorization amount, and you're rolling. That's it, guys. So that doesn't even include how much I make off of renting the trucks. So yeah, but if I ended up having just a duplex, I would make one side the Airbnb, but I would definitely make it where um it would have to be like the garages were the center. I would want a duplex where the garages were like the center, and each side of the duplex was on the opposite sides of the garage, because I would want it to be very much private for the person that lives there every single day. I would want them to have so much privacy to the point they wouldn't even never know. Like, they just have so much privacy and enjoyment living there. But anyway, guys, so that's what's going on. I would tell him about that. He'd be thrilled. I'd be like, so I'm gonna get my 250 back in about 5 months. I would have my 250 back. So at the end of that year, guys, I probably would have made $1 million off of my quadplex that fast. So now, guys, we'd be talking about the taco bar. Okay, so I talked to him about the trucks. So I'd be like, well, babe, I bought 5 trucks. I worked a deal. He'd be like, you bought 5 trucks? Yeah, I bought 5 trucks. So I worked a deal with the insurance, so I don't have to pay insurance for the next 10 years, even though I'm probably going to upgrade and, move on from these trucks. But I wanted to lock in the crazy good price. So I negotiated, this great price for insurance on the vehicles for 10 years. I put all of them on Turo. And so, because they're fully loaded, they're luxury, and, I'm probably getting anywhere from $50 a day to $150 a day, just depending on holiday demand, which truck they're getting, and let's say I have those trucks in rotation every single day. So even if all 5 are not being rented, let's just say there's at least 2 trucks out there every single day, and if the average is 50 to 150 a day, let's just go dead in the middle. What is that, 75? So let's just say I'm making $75 every single day off of my rentals. 75 times 3 is what, 225. So I'm clearing $2,250 a month on renting trucks that I own. $2,250 times 12, 10, what does that make it? 22,500 plus another 4,500, 22,023, 27,000. So I'm at least clearing 27,000 a year off of those trucks, right? So I'm telling him 27,000 a year off of trucks, and we, of course, we use them too. They're our transportation too. Well, now we have 27,000 that comes in off of our trucks, and then we can pay for the maintenance, registration, whatever, car washes, all that stuff, because you're getting them washed. But I just do Mr. Car Wash. You pay $29.99 a month. It gives you unlimited car wash. You can get the car wash every single day, twice a day, however. It could storm right now. As soon as it stops storming, you get to run it in there and get it washed. And then they clean the inside for $10. So after every rental, take it over there, get it washed, pay them $10 to get clean the inside. So 5 trucks, $30 a month. That's $150. Who knows how many different rental people we have in and out of there, but that's $10 here and there. Let's just say $50 a week times 4 is $200. So $350 is our total expense on keeping the car washed, clean, sanitized, and ready to go, unless somebody spills or something. Then of course, got to get it shampooed out. But that's $350 a month just to keep it looking beautiful. And then maintenance, of course, that's like what, every 3,000 miles you're gonna get oil change, check the fluids, all that. So Then you get your tune-up after what? I think it's 50,000 miles you get your tune-up, or 75, depends. So, you guys, no-brainer. The trucks don't cost me anything. I've made all my money back at least. In 5 years, I made all my money back off of those trucks. And then I could upgrade them. I can make all my money back off those trucks in 5 years, and then upgrade all of them and go on to the next and do it all over again, and take the money that I made off of them to buy the new trucks. And since I already established a relationship where I bought the 5 trucks, then of course they want to keep my business, because I come there buying 5 trucks at a time. So that's super bomb. All right, so what else did I do, guys? Okay, so I bought that. Oh, so I bought the house. Okay, the thing that's bomb about the house is the location. It's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath house. I only paid $350,000. I got it at a steal. The house is worth $800,000. I didn't tell y'all that yesterday. So I found a home, 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath. I was able to catch it on a short sale, which means that these people are about to go into foreclosure, and they're willing to sell at what they owe. So that's what happened, right? So I got the house, so instant equity. You know, I walked into a home that we already had $450,000 worth of equity in. I also was able to make a home office, so a certain portion of the mortgage is a write-off because it's a business expense. And because we run so many different businesses, I was able to write the garage off, period, because that's where we house the trucks. And so then I'm able to write off, pretty much all our wireless, IT, internet, cell phone, like pretty much all things needed to run business. Okay, another thing, I paid for school. So I have a room dedicated for education. So that's where my PC is, my MacBook. I have a library in there, right? I do my presentations for Zoom, whatever, for school in there. So I'm able to write that off as an educational expense. And then I'm able to use the money that I paid to school, books, everything associated, supplies, transportation to and from school. All of that is a write-off to offset a lot of these expenses, right? So great, right? And then of course, you guys know, when I finish school, the investment that I made is nowhere near what I will reap, because I will have established an online platform where I already have a growing network and clientele. So I'll have online, which will be, it's unlimited worldwide, my viewing audience and clientele globally could be in the hundreds of thousands, where I'm bringing in 17 to $100,000+ a month off of my global community in telehealth, right? All right, guys, so we did that. Cool. Also put a gym in the house, so I wouldn't have to put money outside of the house exercising, and so that pays for itself, and so that's also considered a health expense, so it can go into medical expenses, especially for somebody like me who has been diagnosed with traumatic glaucoma. So it helps with me managing and maintaining, preserving the sight that I do have, eye health, eye fatigue, combating the adverse effects of medications that I've been prescribed, stress management, anxiety. There's so many things that having a fitness center in your home does. And then I have visual impairment, so I'm not able to drive, get where I want to. So if I have a home gym, then that also goes into that aspect. So it's a medical necessity for me. All right, so guys, literally We did all that. Okay, cool. So my husband is stoked. He's like, wow, so you spent $350 for the $800,000 house that basically we're millionaires off of, because it's an $800,000 house. We have $450,000 equity, and then you turn the home office and all these different components of the house, make it a write-off to offset your expenses. Yep. So anyway, so then after that, I end up telling him, so what else did we do, guys? Oh, I tell him about the Naomi Campbell portfolio that I purchased. That's probably anywhere worth, it's probably worth like $150,000 right now, because that is a limited edition piece that they only published maybe, I think, 1,000 or 2,000 of them, period. You can't get it unless you're one of those people. I think it was $2,000, and they only published 1,000 of them. And so that was like 10 years ago. So I got one of those. Okay. So I spent whatever I spent to get it. I'm just gonna make it up. Let's say I was able to get it from somebody for $20,000, but it's actually worth $150,000. So boom, I just made $130,000 off of that investment. Okay, guys, what else did I buy? I told you guys I was gonna get. Oh, so now I went to the mall. I think at this point I went to the mall and I balled out. Okay, the good news about me and my balling out is that I purchase items that never devalue. I purchase items that the value goes up or it stays the same. So when I told you guys that I wanted this Rolex Presidential Jubilee, it is from 1989. Okay, and some people will say, well, you got it from Macy's, so that means Rolex is no longer going to endorse or be willing to repair your Rolex, because once any alterations have been made to it, so on and so forth, right? This is true. This is true. If you pick up Rolex out of Icebox Jewelers, where they have definitely customized, it changes what you can do, because you will have to go, which Icebox Jeweler here is a certified Rolex, pre-owned Rolex dealer, right? So you will go to them if you have an issue. This is true. So the thing about it is, it doesn't change the fact that it's valuable. You have a Rolex, it doesn't change. You have a bust down Rollie, that's what y'all like to call them. You have a bust down Rollie, where if you have 20 carats of diamonds encrusted around the top of the glass, people like to call it the bezel. If you like the top of the glass and you have it in the inside of the glass, if you've customized it where you have, you guys, I've gotten to the point where my battery's low. Let me get it together. Okay, low power mode. Wow. This is a 2-hour video, guys. Okay, so if you've customized it where you have 20 carats of diamonds where they're around the bezel, so they're around the outside, and then you have diamonds all around the inside, or you've changed the hand, you've placed like pave diamonds, which would be like flakes of diamonds over the hand, if this is applicable, or like where the 12 would be, where the 3 would be, where the 6 and the 9 would be, you've placed princess cut, so that's the square shape diamonds in those areas to signify 12, 3, 6, and 9. Or if you've placed them, you may did your own thing. I don't want 12, 3, 6, and 9. I want 1, 5, 7, and 9, right? Whatever your deal is. Or you could have did like white and black diamonds, where the 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9 are white diamonds, and the 1, the 5, the 7, and the 10, huh? Yeah, the 1, the 5, the 7, and the 10 could be black diamonds, which might be really pretty if you have like the mother of like the white face or the gold face. That would be pretty with the white and black variation. If you did the black face with the white diamonds, what would be pretty is the white and chocolate diamond variation around in the inside of the face. Okay, you guys, I'm getting lost in jewelry right now. But the bottom line is, it doesn't change the value, and the diamonds are going to add value because they're diamonds. So if you are able to quantify the carat, so if you're able to say, I have 1.7 carats of diamonds here, right? Even if it's, you know, if you're able to quantify the carat, the total amount in carats, and then if you're able to substantiate the clarity, so VVS, F1, like what do you have going on, then that adds to the value of the Rolex. Also, the style. You can't get presidential jubilees. Like, you either have one or you don't. You found it or you didn't. It's from 1989. So, you guys, I told you guys my nose is itching. But that's what's going on with that. So, this Rolex that I want, I got it for $74.95 out of Macy's, which is a great deal. If I had an issue with it, when the diamonds fell off, whatever, I have to go back to Macy's and allow them to put the diamond back, replace it, what have you. And that's perfect for me. But the bottom line is, I could easily sell this Rolex for $10,000 or $15,000 if I just want to hurry up. If I just wanted to hurry up and say, oh, I need $10,000 to do something, I could get $10,000 for my Rolex with no problem. If I wanted to give it up for what I got it, $8,000, someone will give me $8,000 without question in seconds. If I wanted, okay, I want 15, I could get 15. If I wanted to sit on it and just put it out there for years and see until somebody is like me that really wanted this particular style and combination and say, okay, cool, and they could drop 25, because either way it goes, it's a great investment. It holds its value. It's a timeless piece. It's classic, and you either want it or you don't. So with that being said, I'm purchasing things that I love, that I will cherish and keep forever. And if I got to a place where I wanted to upgrade, or I'm ready to move on, like I loved it, I enjoyed it, now I want something else, I'm ready to, you know, allow someone else to love her, I could do that and make a profit. And if I was going for, you know, like I want the Serpenti. Oh yeah, that's on my list too, guys. So I want the Serpenti, and the Serpenti is 18,000. And I said to myself, like, I want the Serpenti. But you guys, trust and believe, I want this Rolex and the Serpenti, not either or. I would not swap for these. I want the Rolex and the Serpenti, the one that wraps around my wrist, in the 18 karat yellow gold, two-tone, and it has the black face, the snake, and it does have the diamonds inside of the face. It is gorge. And then they have it with the white candy paint. It's called ceramic, but it looks like nail polish and like gel polish, and it's white, and it has the rose gold face. Love. Okay, y'all. So, and that one's like 13 or something. So to get both Serpentis would be like 31, 32 after tax, 34. Throw some warranties on there. So 35,000 for two Serpentis, and then I got the Rolex that I want, which is another 8. That's 43,000. and I could definitely get my money. For the serpentes, I could get, easily. It would be nothing to get it done. Now there's a ring in the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida that I want. It's the only one. It's an 18 karat white gold. It's a yellow canary diamond. It has just about 3 carats. It is gorgeous and it's $95,000. It's the wedding ring that I want, you all. It's yellow canary diamond, genuine. It's like 3 carats. It might be a little bit more, 3.5, but it's right. It's the only one. I walked right in there, asked them that they have a yellow diamond. They said yes, we have one ring, and it's a size 6, which is my size, guys. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's 18 karat white gold. I love it, and it's that creamy gold where when you look at it, you know that it's gold, not that white gold that you're not sure, is this white gold, is this silver, platinum, you're not sure. The one that's creamy white, lovely. So anyway, guys, so I share with him the things that I purchased. I share with him about the earrings I got out of Chanel, the classic flaps that I got, because Chanel just goes up in price 2 and 3 times a year. There's a price increase. That's a no-brainer. I could sit on those purses for 12 months, and I paid $2,500 and easily get $5,000 a bag off of them. The earrings I could always get. I paid $350. I could get $500 for them. Wait for the price increase, $700 each pair. The Gucci gym shoes, I can get my money for those all day. But that's just more so of having comfort while I'm running around, whatever, exercising, things like that. The Louis Vuitton pieces, they're having price increases through the roof. Some of their pieces are just never going out of style. The keep-alls people love. They will spend the money. I'll get my money back for that. That's not an issue. But these are things that are in my staple. So I won't need to buy any more carry-on luggage because I have those pieces. And because Louis Vuitton has such a great policy about repair and everything. So I can get these items repaired. They'll always look amazing. So this is stuff I won't have to buy anymore. So everything that I've picked up, as far as the items at Saks, the shoes, the designer swimming suits, the designer lingerie. Of course, I have a channel, so I would do try-on hauls and talk about the quality versus, designer and then everyday wear on swimwear. So I'd make money. I recover the money off of views. And so then also that would be a write-off of cost of doing business. So those purchases are like, not purchases. So anyway, I'm sitting up here breaking down everything that I went on my birthday shopping spree. I'm writing down, he's sitting there, he's listening to me, and he's writing, it down. So you're making this off of this off of this. I got like a 7-point plan. 7 is the number of completion. 9 is the number of perfection, right? So I've got like 7 points. I've spent 7 different places. This is the average return on each one of these things. When will this money start yielding? 30 days, right? So we give all these projects 30 days. I've paid my mother's home off, right? So that project's going to take a little bit longer, right? I talked about that. So now I've added the second story to that home. I've completely redone this entire home, and so now that's also an asset. So I've easily made my mother's home $500,000 asset, right? Oh, no one, that's that cool. So then I have 2 vehicles in Oklahoma, so I've also put those on Turo, and I have those in circulation, renting those vehicles out. And so that's another set of income there, right? And those vehicles are like a Ford and a Nissan. So let's say, average $20 to $40 a day, and so $30, and I'm got them in circulation every single day. That's $900 a month on vehicles that I own, and $900 a month. So that $900 is paying the landscapers to keep up with the yard, the garden, the flowers, the people to clean the pool. That's the maid that comes and cleans down the house, and all of those things. So that $900 is keeping the house going, right? And then you just put your money to the side for incidentals or upgrades when it's time to get a new stove, refrigerator, whatever. You keeping that money there, okay? So, you all, literally, he's looking like, wow. If she could do this with 2 million, I wonder what would happen if I would have gave her another million. She did all this in less than 24 hours. I wonder what would happen. Let me let her do it again. Right? This is a morning with my husband. I love you, babe. I can't wait till you manifest. All right, you all have a wonderful, a fantastic Tuesday. I wish you well. And don't forget to pray through it all. Stay focused. Call your angels into position for everything you need, want, and desire. And don't look back. It's on the way. It's already here, matter of fact. Happy Tuesday. Last day of summer. Make it wonderful. Stop recording video. Button.